Let's take a few words that are associated with the human body and health. Is the heart. The heart pumps blood. The heart also filters out toxic substances. There's the liver. The liver digests food and breaks down the food particles, nutrients in your body. Lungs, which are lungs for breathing. The lungs also oxygenate the blood. In other words, the lungs gives blood and gives oxygen to your blood. It's called oxygenated blood. The kidney filters the blood and produces urine. That's the kidney. You know what the tongue is used for, right? We use the tongue for tasting, for moving food around in our mouth. We also use our tongue to produce different speech sounds. So without your tongues, you can't talk properly. That's the meaning. Our nose, we use our nose to breathe, we use our nose to smell. If you notice in your nose, there are two O's in your nose called nostrils. Yeah, nostrils. So what is the work of the nostril? The nostrils act as a passage for air and other gases. Inside your nostrils, you notice that they have hairs in your nostrils, right? You see hairs inside. So what's the work of those air inside your nostrils? The air in your nostrils blocks and collects dust and other particles so that those dust and particles will not get into your lungs. All right, there's a mouth, we use our mouth to talk, we use our mouth to eat. Then the abdomen. The abdomen is the house or the home to your digestive system, such as the intestine, the appendix, the liver, the gallbladder, stomach, spleen. They're all in your abdomen. Well, for simplicity, we can say abdomen is like, your stomach. Some people call abdomen their stomach, although they're not the same. The stomach is inside, it's one of the organs inside the abdomen. The waist, waist where you keep your trouser, you keep your skirt. The waist is the part of your body above your hips. Your leg helps you to walk, helps you to stand, to gain balance. And inside your leg, there's a bone called the femur in your leg. This bone called femur is the longest and the strongest bone in the human body. The bone helps you to walk, to stand, to gain balance, to do everything that your leg does. Suppose the leg. Then we have a trachea. The trachea is like a windpipe or a passageway for air. So when you breathe in air through your nose or through your mouth, before the air gets to your lungs, the air passes through that path, that road, so to speak, that road or that pipe called the trachea. So the trachea acts as the bridge or the road for air to pass through from your mouth or from your nose down to your lungs. Phalanges. Phalanges are the bones of your fingers and your toes. If you notice, you have bones in your fingers and your toes, so many joints there. So each human hand has 14 phalanges, that's 14 bones. So there are 14 bones in your right hand, as in that your hand, not your arm, but your hand. Make up of the palm and those fingers there. So there are 14 bones there in the fingers and your right hand. There are 14 bones in your left hand, the fingers. There are 14 bones in your right leg, the fingers, your toe nails there. Then, so total, we have 56 phalanges or 56 bones in the human body. The spinal cord goes hand in hand with the brain. Let's talk about the brain first. The brain is a large organ that controls your thoughts, it controls your memory, it controls your emotions, your touch, your motor skills, how you learn, how you breathe, your temperature, your vision, your hearing, your speech, everything. The brain. So you can say the brain is like the engine. So the brain is very important. Now the brain works hand in hand with the spinal cord. Yeah, the spinal cord, that long bone, your back. And the spinal cord and the brain together make up the central nervous system. So it transmits messages from your body to your brain, then from your brain to the body. The work of the spinal cord. Look at your eye. There's a part called iris. The iris is a colored part of your eye. It controls the amount of light that gets into the retina. So what is the retina? The retina detects light or images. So when you are looking at something, it is the retina that is detecting that light or the image, and then the retina will now convert that images to electric signals or messages. And then send those messages or those signals down to your brain. Your brain will now look at the signals, identify it, and then interpret it. So when you look at an object, the retina sends that object as a signal to your brain. Your brain now look at that object and say, oh, okay, this is a car, and the car is coming to hit me. I need to leave the road. So the retina form. Ribs are a set of 12 paired bones which act as a protective cage for the heart and the lungs. Have you ever heard of the term kidney stone? Kidney stone. Okay, remember kidney. Kidney filters blood and produces urine, right? Okay, what about kidney stone? A kidney stone is a small hard object or hard crystal that is made from substances or made from chemicals in your urinary tract. So it can be painful when when you want to urine if you have when you want to urinate if you have a kidney stone. Okay, nephrons. Nephrons are tiny filters in your kidney. So inside your kidney, there are different small filters called nephrons. The nephrons helps to filter your blood and helps to remove waste. The skull is the main bones of the head. The skull also protects the brain. Dislocation is when you have an injury where a joint is forced out of